And this second half of the game is brought to us by our sponsors: Axe Screen and Window Repair, At a Glance Window Treatments, BPC Architecture, Brock Insurance, Congdon & Coleman Insurance, Cowboys Meat Market, David Goodman Tile, Don Allen Ford, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Furry Friends of Nantucket, Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation, Humphreys Electric, Enquire and Mirror, Island Carpets, Island Lumber, Island Pharmacy, Island Variety, Joe Rapaki CPA, Cam Appliance, Killen Real Estate, Lindsay Inc., Matticat Marine, Martin Burke Painting, Nantucket Airlines, Nantucket Booster Club, Nantucket Civic League, Nantucket Electric, Nantucket Insurance, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Santos Rubbish Removal, The Sea Grill, and Sign Here. Again, you can join our sponsors here on Geno 99 by calling 508-825-8817.
So the mystery of the number 18s is solved. There are indeed two 18s on the field, and the one who scored the goal is Juliette Lefebvre.
Well, when you were looking at 118, I must have been looking at the other. That's why they look different to us. Owning the game like this, they would let that go, because usually, you know, in on a competitive game, the official could step in and give Nantucket a penalty for using. Sometimes you see kids that have the same jersey, they'll put a piece of tape over one of the numbers, so they won't pick up the penalty. But the official's letting it go.
I bet there's JV players, and I see a lot of the JV players here getting taped and getting ready. Sturgis has a full JV on the bench, so after this contest, it looks like be a JV girls game.
Jeremiah, you a big movie buff? Do you watch a lot of movies? Gino, are you a big movie?
Occasionally. What do you got, Dick?
I got quarterbacks of TV movies.
Okay. Got a penalty shot here first. Number 1 goes in and shoots. Gives save to Kate Freed. Good job. All right.
I'll start with the quarterback's name. This is the number 1 listed one, Reno Hightower. Does that name ring a bell? Reno Hightower.
For a movie?
From a movie.
And a quarterback started it, or was it?
No, he's a quarterback. These are all quarterbacks in movies. He's a quarterback in a movie. See if you can either tell me who played him or what the name of the movie is. No.
I would say Dandy Don Meredith.
Dandy Don, no.
Longest yard, I don't know.
No, Kurt Russell was the actor. He played Reno Hightower. Can you give me the movie?
All right.
Oh, he was a quarterback.
He was a quarterback in the movie.
All right, I'm sorry.
So Kurt Russell played a quarterback whose name in the movie was Reno Hightower. Reno Hightower.
What was the name of the movie?
The name of the movie. Any guesses? You guessed 100 yards. It wasn't that, no.
No.
It was The Best of Times. That was the name of the movie. I don't know too much about that movie either.
There's a reason they call it trivia, Gino.
Okay, another one.
There's Juliette Lefebvre up with it. In traffic. Oh, she gets double teamed. Looks to roll back to her right. Puts the shot and goal and scores.
Big score there. Another one, Gino. Flash Gordon was the quarterback. Can you tell me either the actor or the name of the movie? These are tough, yeah. This one's actually easy. The actor, I don't know. It was Sam Jones, but the name of the movie was Flash Gordon also. We'll get to some more here in a moment.
Island Lumber says, "Go Whalers, rain or shine, Island Lumber is always on time." Furry Friends of Nantucket, we care for your furry friends with passion. Pet Sitting and Care at 508-332-9198.
Okay, you did mention the 100 yards. That's the third one on the list. The movie is the longest yard. Do you know who the actor was or the name of the quarterback?
Yes, I do.
Who was the actor?
Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds was the actor on 100 yards. Do you know his name in the movie?
Oh, no.
Burt Reynolds was the actor on 100 yards. His name was Paul Crewe. Paul Crewe in the movie.
Whatever happened today in this day in sports history, Dick? They stopped putting that in the paper, did they?
They do have that in the paper. I didn't cut it out. I have to cut it out. But it would be a lot of stuff today in history would be dealing with the Preakness. You got a favorite in the Preakness? Do you think we'll get the second leg?
Well, I'd love to see a Triple Crown winner. I mean, I remember Secretariat, so Orb. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb and pick Orb.
I'll go with Orb too. It's been a long time for Triple Crown, right? And the amazing thing about it is we've had a lot of horses win the first 2 legs of it, and
Right.
come up.
Just as recently as last year, wasn't it? And
Right,
Then they
yeah.
didn't run the Belmont.
Didn't run the Belmont, you know, and you wonder why. But you know, the horse is so valuable outside of running a race and winning it nowadays that they didn't want to take a chance.
The Whalers in possession. Shot save. Good shot by Mia Silverio. Give the keeper another save.
Anybody remember the movie School Ties? The quarterback in that movie was David Green, played by Brendan Fraser.
Ah.
How about the movie Point Blank? Here's a good quarterback name for you. How about Point Blank?
Brank.
Point Break.
Oh, Point Break.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
It's a surf movie.
Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah.
Good job,
We
Jules.
got one. Johnny Utah, the
There's some
quarterback.
great scenes in that movie. The parachuting scene, I love that.
Well, that's a classic cinema right there. Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. Here's another good movie. Heaven Can Wait. Who played in Heaven Can Wait?
Burt Reynolds?
No.
No.
No. That
Warren
was,
Beatty.
Yep.
Warren Beatty. Warren Beatty. Do you know the quarterback's name in that movie? What his name was? Warren's
I
name.
don't. But I can tell you, I acted in the Nantucket Theater Workshop version of that back in the 80s.
Ah.
And you don't remember the
Got a movie
name.
star face, that's for sure.
You don't remember the name. Joe. First name Joe. Doesn't ring a bell. Pendleton. Joe Pendleton.
Oh, Joe Pendleton.
Well, here's a movie we've all seen. Any Given Sunday.
Oh, sure.
Who was the quarterback in Any Given Sunday?
That for you.
We're doing some serious head scratching on that one, Mr. Herman.
Any Given Sunday. Was that Dennis Quaid?
No.
Was that Jamie Foxx?
Jamie Foxx, you got it. Jamie Foxx, you got it.
Jules!
Jules pulls it out.
Demon. Willie Beeman.
Willie Beeman, another one. Another
Impressive,
one.
Jules.
Impressive getting the name in the movie, right?
All right, meanwhile, back at the lacrosse game. Lady
The clock
Whalers
ticks
up
away.
13-1, 17 minutes to go in the second half.
13-1. It's all Lady Whalers, and they will bring their record, I believe, to 6-8. They're going to have to win the next 2 to go to 8-8. How about North Dallas 40? Another good movie.
I know that. Nick Nolte.
No,
What?
he was probably in the movie. He wasn't the quarterback.
All right, penalty shot here from Maya Kodalak. Shot score. Kodalak buries it, makes it 14.
That's going back a
They're
little.
saying Mac Davis.
Oh, Mac Davis. Yeah. Yep.
Mac Davis
Yeah.
was, and the quarterback's name was Seth Maxwell.
Mac Davis, he's got a flooring business out here now, right?
Oh, I know one that was really good.
Mackie, they used to call him. You remember Mackie?
I love that movie too.
Here's one of my favorite movies, The Replacements. I just saw this one about a month and a half ago. It's one of those movies that when you're switching a channel and it's on, you got to watch it. The Replacements. Anybody remember that one?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves again. Yep.
Falco. Footsteps Falco.
Shane Falco. I mean, Jules watches a lot of movies. Watches a lot of movies.
College in the middle of nowhere. Lots of time.
Here's another one. Here's another one that everybody remember. Jerry Maguire.
Of course. But the quarterback in that was
Okay, Tom Hanks was the agent,
Gooding
right?
Jr.
Cuba
No.
Gooding, exactly. Tom
No.
Hanks.
He was Cuba was the agent.
Oh, so
No,
was Hanks who was the
the
quarterback?
agent.
He was the agent.
No, he wasn't. Cuba was the quarterback.
Show me the
agent was-
money, Gino.
Tom
The
Cruise
agent was
the
Tom
agent.
Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise, not Tom Hanks, right? Show me the money was the line from that
Yeah,
movie.
that was Cuba Jr. He was the, unless he wasn't a quarterback and he was a running back.
Yeah, they have the quarterback as Jerry O'Connell,
Oh.
and the name was Frank
Cuba
Cushman.
Gooding must have been the running back. You're right, Gino. Show me the money.
Show me the money. How about Remember the Titans? Another movie that we've all seen. Again, the quarterback. Remember the Titans. The actor, probably nobody will know the actor. I don't even know who the actor is.
What's his name?
Kip Pardue.
No.
But the quarterback, who remember? What was the name of Kip Pardue in the movie? Ronnie Sunshine Bass. This is a good quarterback name.
All right, Sam Freed with it. Oh, nice long pass.
You mentioned Dennis Quaid, Gino. He played in the movie Everybody's All-American.
Okay.
And his name in the movie was Gavin Gray. Another good quarterback name.
Oh, nice interception.
Nick Nolte was a North Dallas 40, Gino. He was the wide receiver.
Okay.
And if you do remember that movie, you remember him catching a lot of passes in where nobody wanted to go, and he would get beat up on his side. He had a bad rib, and they kept whacking him in the rib every time he caught a pass.
All right, we're at 14 minutes to go now. 14-1 is your score. Jules proving his movie trivia prowess here.
Now here's a non-quarterback. Who do you think would be the specialist?
And he wasn't
Who would be the specialist?
the name
A
of the
kick returner. Who would be the
Is that the
kick
name of the movie,
returner?
The Specialist?
No. Who would be a kick returner on a from a movie that would make the they have an all-pro team here of real R-E-E-L real. Who would be the kick returner?
Give us any more clues, Dick? What generation recently?
Let's see. Life is just like a box of chocolates.
You mean, yeah, of course. That was,
Tom Hanks, right? What was the
Forrest
movie?
Gump?
Forrest Gump. Remember when he ran through the stadium and the Alabama coach, Bear Bryant, said, "Get that kid's name. I want him to run back," and he ran back a couple of punts for Alabama.
That scene. I remember that for his ping pong prowess.
He did ping pong too, but he ran back a couple kickoffs for the Bear Bryant on Alabama.
Oh, that was a fun movie. Love the scene with LBJ.
Yes.
All right, here's Tia Salter, number 18. Good save there by Maggie Paul. I've got her now for 11 saves on the day, Dick.
Dennis Quaid is in another movie, Gino, here. As a quarterback.
yeah.
He was a running back in Everybody's All-American. All right, here's the movie you're thinking about, Gino. Any Given Sunday. That was
Pete
Dennis.
Rozelle. No.
That was Dennis Quaid.
He was the original quarterback.
Anybody remember? Anybody remember his name in that movie on Any Given Sunday? Another good quarterback name.
Randy something?
Cap Rooney.
I never.
Cap Rooney.
He was the vet quarterback and he got hurt, and Jamie Foxx was the upstart rookie.
Then they have some linemen that were in movies that made the all real, again real, R-E-E-L.
Okay.
Listen to some of their names. Here's a Revenge of the Nerds, Fred Pawlowski. North Dallas 40, O.W. Shattuck. He was the guard, the nose tackle. Billy Bob, Varsity Blues. Billy Bob.
What about Alex Karras?
Alex Karras was in the. Well, he didn't play. He was the real life football.
He was a real life
but he played. He became a big guy. He had a skit on TV, right?
Yeah, he just died.
And he was in that scene, Blazing Saddles, where he punched out the poor horse. I feel bad for the horse.
All right. Well, I can think of a couple here. I'm going to try my hand and see if I can stump you guys. This one, I'm sure Dick will get this one in a minute. The movie was Paper Lion. Who was the quarterback?
Well, I know George Plimpton.
There you go. That was easy. I knew that you'd get that.
Remember him?
George Plimpton did a lot of things like that, where he went in and
Right.
he actually experienced them. Yes.
The other great movie I remember, the football movie, was about who was the player for the Bears that died?
Gale Sayers, or I mean, you mean
Oh yeah, Gail. Oh, it was Gail Sayers.
Piccolo.
Brian Piccolo.
thank
Gail
you.
Sayers.
Brian's song. What was that movie called?
Brian's song. Or Brian. Yeah.
Bring that up. I mean, it'll start me crying.
Right.
That was.
I'm a Bears fan.
Great movie. Oh, are you?
Oh yeah.
Well, Gail Sayers befriended him, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The Bears, do you know?
The Bears.
So you and Ditka, like old friends?
I remember watching that movie in 1969 or 1970 in Chicago, where I lived, on TV with my parents, and all of us crying.
Just totally
on
on
TV. TV
right.
movie.
TV movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a made. Wasn't it a made-for-TV movie?
It wasn't made for TV.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
you're
don't think
right.
I don't think it was on the screen, right?
Oh,
I think
okay. You grew up in Chicago, Gino?
No, I just lived there. At
Uh-huh.
a certain point.
Gina's going for the Bulls right now, but the Bulls are in trouble.
Right. So who,
Well, they
who's your
done
baseball
first-
team then? The White Sox or the Cubbies?
I love the Cubs. I was an Ernie Banks fan.
Were you?
Back then. He was playing when I was.
Let's play two, Gino.
Ernie Banks, that's one of
Yeah.
my favorite sayings. Let's play two. Ernie.
He's a class act.
I went to Comiskey, the old Comiskey, but I never have been to Wrigley.
Oh, that was such a treat when I was a kid. Oh.
On a day like today, that would be Ernie's favorite saying. It's so nice out today, let's play two.
First baseman, where did he play? Was he-
Shortstop.
Shortstop, thank you.
A class guy.
Still around.
Good baseball player.
Oh, nice feed. Shot, score. Give Tia the assist. The goal goes to number 13. That is Kara Garufi. Not Kara Godleski. Give Tia the assist. Garufi from Salter makes it 15-1.
Lady Wheelers are pouring it on.
Do you remember a pitcher called Abernathy back then? You do. Gosh, you know all these guys did.
That goal brought to us by Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation, servicing the island for over 35 years. Now available 24 hours a day at 228-2411, 26 Macy Lane, above the airport gas station. Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation. The Sea Grill, Nantucket's distinctive seafood restaurant for all seasons, at 45 Sparks Avenue. Give a call 508-325-5700 or visit theseagrill.com. Congdon and Coleman Insurance Agency. Richard, James, and William Congdon are ready and waiting at 57 Main Street. Established 1931, specializing in personal and commercial lines of insurance. Call 800-425-0344 or 228-0344. Congdon and Coleman Insurance Agency.
Olivia Slade with a nice interception there. Gets the ball back for your Lady Whalers. Finds Logan Larrabee on the far side. Here goes MJ right to the hoop. Looks to shoot. Oh, goes wide.
He mixed up, Jeremiah. There's no hoop out there. What are you talking about?
13 is Kara Garufi again.
The other day when you were leaving here after the boys' exciting game, even though they wound up losing it, you were talking about meeting up with some of the guys and shuffling the deck around a little bit. Did that was canceled? Okay.
No, every Wednesday night for the last 25 years. So 3 from 13. That looks like Mia Slaverio from Kara Garufi to make it 16.
Enforcing today's game, and that goal brought to us by
Nantucket Athletic Boosters Club. Support your boys and girls on Whaler Sports. Booster Club meets every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. in CPS Room 20. Weekly meetings. Support the boys and girls in blue and white. Nantucket Boosters Club.
All right, under 6 minutes to go now, 16-1.
Now, Nantucket, used a lot of backup players in this game. Do you figure some of them playing in the junior varsity game, or does there seem to be a full junior varsity squad
I
off
only
to
see 8 or 9 girls down the far end. There's a couple more here getting ready, so I'm going to say there's maybe 10 or 11 girls ready for JVs, but
So a few of the girls that are in this game will probably get to play in the junior varsity
probably
game,
so,
too.
Dick. Whistle on the field.
5 minutes left there.
All right, looks like a penalty shot here for Sturgis, number 21. Right down the middle, she's going to run. Fired on net. Let's see how Kate does with this shot.
She shoots from the left. She had one before and she missed it.
Oh, give Fried a save. Nice job.
Good.
And another save.
Shot Zoe Wright with that penalty shot.
Yeah, nice save there, and Fried played a right head up and took it away from her. So 4 minutes and change left in this one, and Nantucket will keep their postseason hopes alive. Again, they have 2 more games to go. Ursuline, which is being played on Saturday. We're watching this one Friday, and in New Bedford next Tuesday.
There's the second goal for Logan Larrabee to make it 17. Larrabee unassisted. 17th goal scored by number 17.
And that goal brought to us by
Island Pharmacy, 228-6400, or call ahead with your prescription refill number at 228-6416, and your items will be ready and waiting for you when you arrive. No waiting for your prescription refills at Island Pharmacy, 122 Pleasant Street, conveniently located out of town across from Stop and Shop.
All right, under 3.5 now, Dick. Elizabeth Paulveri right here in front of our camera location in the Danny Hogue Fieldhouse, Burnham Dell Field, Vito Capizzo Stadium.
get it all down pat. It's a mouthful, but all 3 of those gentlemen deserve the recognition. Do you know who Burnham Dell was, by any chance?
I don't.
Tell us.
Burnham Dell was a member of the school committee, a doctor, I believe, and his family had some land, and I believe the land was part of it here. At least he was the one that put the track in. He was a track guy. He was the one that put the track in. So that
Shot save.
got his name on it originally.
Well, some of my older friends tell me that Nantucket did have a track team back in the 60s.
They did have a track team. Coach Capizzo was a track team. The thing I remember mostly about the track team in the 70s was a person, Ricard, may he rest in peace. I think his first name was Ross. He was Stephen Ricard, who's on the island now. Stephen's brother, Ross Ricard. And as they were talking about getting a track team together, they didn't have it, but they had it one year and they didn't have it the next year. I forget how it went. But anyways, Ross was a high jumper, and he would practice high jumping on his own. You'd see him in the gym practicing, and then he'd come down here and he had the mats and he practiced. He went up to the state meets and won it. Division E. It was five or six divisions.
No kidding.
He went up and he won the high jump.
The whole state competition.
The state competition for Class E. For
Small schools.
Small schools, and he was the Class E high jump champion.
No kidding.
That probably was, I would say that was probably around 68, 69-ish, somewhere in that vicinity. Because I didn't have him as a student, so he was already in high school when I got here. But I thought that was quite impressive, to not be in competition all year, but to be able to go up there and practice on his own and win the state event.
Sure is. All right, so we're at 1 minute to play, Dick. Why don't I run down the scoring here?
That would be great.
All right, Lucy Palmieri with the goal for Sturgis. Another save there for Maggie Paul. I'm going to give her 13 so far on the day. All right, for your Lady Whalers. Shelley Colpitz with 1, Mia Silverio with 2, Lizzie Thayer with 1, Deanna Puccikinite with 1, Sam Freed with a goal and an assist. Monica Fales with 3 goals, gets the hat trick and an assist.
Here we go.
Oh,
There's another one.
Another
give
save.
her 14th save. Kara Garufi, 1 goal, 1 assist, 15th save. MJ Carroll, 1 goal. Tia Salter had an assist. Logan Larrabee, 2 goals. Olivia Slade, 1 goal. Maya Kodalak, 1 goal. Megan Fales, 1 goal. Juliette Lefebvre, 1 goal. And I'm going to give Kate Freed 6 saves unofficially on the day.
Well, MJ, as you mentioned, had 1 goal. She was certainly trying to get her second goal there by the Donders, but the goalie knocked her off. 2 big saves there.
And that's going to do it. The final score on the day, you are Lady Whalers 17, Sturgis West 1.
We thank you, Jeremiah, for calling and scoring today's game. Jules Emery Pellerine on the ads. Gino Gang with the camera. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Gino TV 99. And remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you have to laugh at yourself. Go Bruins, go Red Sox.